Hello summoners and summonettes, it's Gordon here, and today I'm bringing you a Vayne ADC game. So as always, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Picking up the Doran's Blade as well as Health Potion and Warding Totem. Hi, I'm going to look have fun. And accompanying me in the bot lane, I'm actually not too sure. It seems as though the Annie and Gragas are going for the I called it first mentality of mid lane. And someone will be my support. I'm not too sure who it is, but either Annie or Gragas. So we're going against actually a Thresh Vayne. So there's another Vayne on the enemy team. And they have a Jungle Leona and Karma mid. So lots of supports on this team here. Pretty centered around the Vayne. So pretty scary if the Vayne doesn't get touched. But hopefully we can just blow her up here. Not even sure who my support is. I think Annie's just gonna admit to being my support for this game. But so for the matchups, actually having Thresh against me, pretty much if I can kite him around and always have my tumble up to try and dodge out on his hooks, then that would be very, very key for me to avoid a lot of lockdown on me, so I can constantly hit onto their Vayne. And if I do get locked down, it's going to be pretty scary. And I'm already warning you guys, I love playing Vayne, but I am god awful at her, but she's so much fun. But again, if you're expecting a double lift, you may or may not get it. We'll see if I'm suddenly like a beast inside of me awakens and I just kick ass with Vayne. But I doubt that'll happen. So actually rolling with the double mid, so I am in a solo lane. Fantastic here. So I'm actually going to not shove the wave at all. I really want them to shove into me, because if I shove, they can just really freeze the wave and zone me out of a lot of potential XP as well as gold. So pretty scary for me to be in this 1v2 situation, and hopefully something can come out of it. But Vayne really needs to get pretty farmed up to get some items on her. She's very item dependent, and if I can't get any items, then what am I gonna do, you know? Like, I just kind of can't do anything here. So I actually didn't tumble because I didn't know if he leveled up his flay. I actually could have clicked on him to see the flay buff, but kind of forgot I could do that. And I wanted to save it in case he did go hook, but he ended up actually going flay first, like I just mentioned. And I should have noticed that, but again, laziness prevails. So level 2, I'm actually not too sure what I'm going to get. I'm probably actually going to get my Condemn, because in no way, shape, or form am I ever probably going to get 3 auto attacks off simultaneously on either Vayne or Thresh. So I definitely want the Condemn to help me position better in these up-and-coming engagements, because I could potentially get towered up quite easily here. Going to go ahead and pop my Tumble, get the bonus steroid damage on it here to try and last hit the siege minion, guarantee the last hit. Gonna go ahead and reset my auto with the tumble there, and holy moly, is it a 5-man? Like, whoa, lots of people in the river here. But unfortunately I couldn't follow up. I was shoved in my tower, and it looks like 3 kills for the enemy team coming out here. Unfortunately the duo mid cannot prevail here. A little trolly, but not gonna say anything. Unfortunately, my wave actually is pushing very, very hard here. Oh, Thresh has double buffs. That's not good for me. Gonna go ahead and just condemn him out here and dodge out on his hook, and I will be safe for now. But it's looking like this game's pretty much kind of a troll game, and probably not gonna see too much out of it here. So for now, can't really do anything. I'm gonna maybe try and solo white camp, but it'll probably destroy me. Actually, depends on how hard. Okay, Vayne's actually pushing, which is the wrong thing for them to do at this point, because I actually had a bigger wave built up still, and she could have easily froze it to try and deny me a lot of experience and money. And Thresh actually coming in, proccing the red buff on me, doing good true damage to me there. And it actually still is shoving, so never mind. She stopped attacking. Very smart job by the Vayne there. So I'm just going to do white camp and then probably back and try and pick up a Vamp Scepter if I can. Little tip on Vayne, you can actually tumble into a wall to automatically reset your auto attack here. And right there, just a little example. Oh my god, is this gonna kill me? Woo! White OP. So actually hitting level 4 now. Gonna go ahead and max my tumble. Want to look at this. They're just freezing it. I'm so doomed. Their Vayne is getting free farm. And our mid duo of Gragas and Annie aren't even pressuring that hard, so I'm kind of screwed at this point. I need the jungler to come help me shove it all the way to the tower to try and reset the wave. But it actually is almost even now, so it should be pushing back to me pretty shortly here, which is a blessing because I haven't had a creep kill in probably 2 minutes here, so definitely looking bleak for our team here. Just take a look. At least top's doing pretty well, and our jungle's not that far behind because they do have Leona jungle, so I don't really think that scales too well here. Unfortunately, I think my wave is still pushing somehow, which is just piss awful for me. Vi is coming. I don't know, can we do something? Probably not. This Thresh actually just missing out on his combo here. We might be able to get some decent damage, but the condemn comes out from the opposing Vayne. Great job allowing them to just disengage and take no further damage from Vi. And Vi will just back off now, so I'm back in the farm mode, but luckily, oh god, that was a great hook actually by the Thresh here. Into the Flay as well. I might have to barrier, yeah, I'll just barrier, but no flash burned. Was not needed. I kind of, I saw it coming, but it was one of those things where you just like, you don't react for some reason. I knew it was gonna hit me, but I opted to not do anything. And Vi actually probably just messed up a lot of that wave actually by queuing into it. I could have last hit everyone, but she kind of ruined 4 creeps, so a little unfortunate there. And I'm actually not terribly far behind the enemy Vayne, honestly. I'm only about 12-13 creep behind her, and for being in a 1v2, I'll take that trade. Gonna go ahead and dodge out on the hook again from Thresh here. He has not been too successful in his hooks onto me here, and missing a Flay actually, so it's giving me some breathing room here. And I'm just trying to lifesteal as much as I can off these minions with my Vamp Scepter. Yasuo actually falling to Jax in a 1-for-1, or in a 1v1, and unfortunately dies out to him there. Don't even have to tumble dodge. That hook was not even close to hitting me, thankfully. So gonna go ahead and take a little bit of damage from his Flay combo there into some auto attacks. And not gonna, ooh, I actually did pick up the siege, nice. So I condemned it away to prolong the hit from the tower there, and it actually proc the damage before the tower hit it, which gave me the last hit that I needed. So very nicely done there. And Thresh missing out on another condemn, and I'm almost 6. I should be 6 after this wave. That's pretty good. Gonna go ahead and last hit you, and he will miss another Flay. So at least we know he's not the best Thresh. Nothing against the Thresh, but it's good news for me at least. And since I'm not getting too much farm on me here, probably I'm gonna go Bilge actually, just because normally I'd try and go for a Bloodthirster, but it's just so much money at this point, and I'm not even close to a BF sword, so I'm just gonna buy the next best thing, which is a Bilgewater Cutlass at this point. Just gonna try and safely last hit to the best of my ability here. Gonna pick up most of the CS at the tower. We actually have Vi coming in with double buffs, flashing in onto Thresher. This should be a kill here. And not gonna get it actually, and I'm probably gonna die. Oh wow, I actually survived. That was really lucky. I tried to get really greedy and flash in to try and pick up Thresh, and I actually think I flashed into another wall of this box, and I got slowed up. Definitely thought I was going to go down, but luckily enough, we had enough damage to actually burst out on the other Vayne there, so I will take that. Very, very nice by the Vi, forcing a pretty hard engagement onto the enemy team there, but that will be the only kill for our team thus far in the game here. 1-5 is the current score, and I'm 0-1, surprisingly beating the enemy Vayne in CS. That is pretty embarrassing. I don't really have any words, but embarrassing. The fact that I'm keeping up with him and actually beating them in a 1v2 now, so that's pretty scary. Unfortunately, our jungler actually did get taken down, but a very nice almost return kill from our duo mid lanes. Unfortunately, Gragas kind of waited really long to ult there, but luckily Annie can flash in and get the kill with her Q there. Not too sure where the Thresh is, so need to be a little careful coming in the lane, but if he's actually trying to roam and maybe set up a play, I'm almost stronger than this Vayne. I'm not sure how she actually got more items than me here. Okay, luckily enough, dodging out on the flay there so I don't get slowed, and I will be able to just sidestep the spear. Had that hit, probably would have died 100%. I did not have flash up, so that was pretty scary. Nice job by the duo mid to actually get that tower down, and a 1-for-1 exchange and a shutdown kill onto Yasuo. That's pretty big for my team here. And taking a little bit of a beating here from both Vayne as well as Thresh, but he actually ended up tanking a tower shot for it, so not too sure if it was worth overall. I actually failed on the siege minion there. I thought I had more damage than I actually did. Dodging out on another death sentence here. The tower will fall, however, but that's to be expected in a 1v2, and now I could potentially freeze the wave and just keep it here forever. If I get a good freeze off, the enemy team will not be able to touch me, hypothetically. Gonna go ahead and actually just condemn the Thresh here so he does not get any hopes at grabbing me here before we try to line that up, and I will walk away easy peasy. So that was pretty easy to dodge out on. He could have easily just flayed me, but I ended up stunning him before he could even try and do anything. Please, no, I'm trying to freeze. Please, I'm freezing. I'm freezing. No, stop. I'm freezing. Oh my god, you just ruined the freeze so hard. He literally just messed my lane up so hard, and now he's laughing when he's back. You actually effed me. Please don't take CS either. Like, freezing for a reason. Okay, luckily they're still here, so I could potentially still freeze, and gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get condemned into wall. Yep, nothing I can do here. So much CC coming out of them, and Annie didn't even try and really help me there. A little unfortunate. Nothing I could do. Didn't have flash. That was pretty free for the enemy team to pick up on me here. And there goes my freeze because I got it to the tower, and Yasuo kind of trolled me. But whatever, they did pick up a kill, so if he wants to hinder me, he can carry me. But 0-1-1 is my score. Not too bad for being in a 1v2 situation here. I'm coming. I don't have my ult, unfortunately, but Annie does have Tibbers, so we could potentially burst him. Thresh shouldn't have flash. And I don't think we'll be able to actually do anything onto them here. A little unfortunate. We could have easily killed Thresh had she just tried to... Yeah, just Tibbers him. Just Tibbers him, baby. I don't have my Bilgewater either, so I don't have a available slow. Oh, just go in, baby. Go in. Drop the Tibbs. Where's the Tibbers? You're so slow. How are they faster than you? Oh, I'm going to tumble in onto Thresh here, getting my passive going, getting me that extra bonus speed, and Annie doesn't do anything. That's wonderful. Damn, that was potentially an easy pickup for us, but she did not end up actually casting anything. I guess I have a support now. She's just sticking around the lane after ditching me for 13 minutes of the game, so I'm not too sure what's up with that, but I guess I'll take a support. Wow, that damage was fantastic out of the Annie here. One more. There's the double kill. Gonna go ahead and go straight onto the Karma here, condemning her into the wall, proccing the tri-stun, or not tri-stun, but the silver bolts. That was easy pickings there, baby. That was fantastic job out of the Annie. Great burst, and that will secure us a dragon as well. Leona's covering mid, and it should be a pretty free pickup. I'm actually going to let the tower kill some of the minions here for my side of the map and try and deny them a little bit of gold, a little bit of experience as well, and then I will end up taking the tower right at the last second here and getting the proximity gold for taking it down here. So very, very nicely done out of the team here. And picking that one up, gonna go ahead and shove one more wave out, and then I will be free to back and pick up my Bilgewater, or not Bilgewater, the Plate of the Rune King, however. So pretty big item built onto me here, and hopefully I can use it to improve my kite potential in the up and coming team fights here, because they do have a lot of CC potential out of them, so it will definitely be key for my positioning in these up and coming team fights. If I could talk, I would have said that a lot better, but whatever. You guys get my point. Positioning, positioning, positioning. So Thresh is actually coming, and I'm gonna go ahead and come down to the wall here, try and dodge out on anything he's gonna throw at me. I'm gonna go ahead and just condemn him now against the wall, get him stunned up, and he's actually faster than me, but watch this juke. Oh, I'm out of here. Popping the bilge water. Damn it. I almost made the great escape. That would have been phenomenal, but I flashed too late and the Zenith Blade ended up still connecting with me. Damn, I'm so mad. That juke was so close. So there's a couple of builds you can go with Vayne here. You can go standard AD and you get either BT, Blade of the Ruined King first, and then you go with something like Static Shiv, PD, Last Whisper. But I think that's boring, and their team's pretty beefy overall. So I like to go the attack speed Vayne and pretty much just go mad on attack speed steroid items. Where's Dagger? There it is. Couldn't find it to save my life. And I'm going to go for either PD Static Shiv, depending on my team. We have really good wave clear actually, so I will actually go for the Phantom Dance. Excuse me, a little hiccup. And then I'm actually going to go for a Nashor's Tooth. It's pretty trolly, I guess, but no, not Nashor's Tooth. What am I talking about? Zephyr. And just absolutely max out on attack speed. And I just find it like one of the funnest builds in the game to have maxed attack speed and just destroy people with true damage from your silver bolts. So that's probably going to be the actual optimal build for me out of this game. Unfortunately, 2 shutdown kills coming out for the enemy team against my team here. I'm just going to free farm a little bit here. How do I have the second most farm in the game being in a 2v1? This is just, that's gross to me. That no one else farmed at all this game then. That's so embarrassing to have a 2v1 with the second most farm in the game. That's awful. Whatever. I'm going to go ahead and rotate mid, try and pick up some kills maybe. But it doesn't look like there's too much for me to have, so I'm going to go ahead and drop my ward. And actually, I'll just get another wave bot lane. And hopefully, maybe 1v1 there, Vayne here. Gonna go ahead and miss the condemn. That was pretty poor, but have my Blade of the Ruined King, and there goes her condemn. Gonna get the last attack. I'm flat. I don't have flash. Never mind. Damn, that was poor. That was just poor. If I had my ward, would have killed her. Pretty bad condemn. She turned at the last second, but whatever. I got her flash out of her. That's what I meant to do the whole time. Am I right? But worth, I showed her dominance of who's gonna be the better Vayne this game, so that's what I was trying to do the whole time, and none of you can say anything else. Good job, Yasuo, picking up the kill on the Jax in the top lane here, and I'm just split pushing bot. Don't have my ult, so it's a little risk, and there's Leona. However, she missed her Zenith Blade, so I will be able to just walk out of there a-okay. Do notice that Thresh is up in the top river, so it really only is Leona Vayne in the bot lane here. Don't have to worry about it. Hopefully Thresh can pick up one of the two. There is one, and Thresh will surely come soon after. Very nicely done out of him here. And if he... Damn. I actually didn't want him to get that, and then I'd KS the red buff off of him, but whatever. Good job for him picking up the double kill there. I'm okay with that. At least they died, you know. Better than nothing. So 13-13 is the score. I had really grim hopes for this game. Once our double mid gave up a double kill early on, I was like, okay, it's over. But the ult actually coming out of Leona here, hitting onto Yasuo, and I'm just sitting here in the back pounding onto them, but Jax will end up actually taking down Leona in the end. Unfortunately, I'm not amped up just enough to really do anything at this point in the game, but we do see Annie flanking. Oh, Annie, babe, you gotta go in. Okay, there goes the ult out of Annie, and she actually gets blown up, so trying to kite back here. Gonna go ahead and tumble and maybe kill Jax. I didn't even bear. Yep. Just did not have damage yet. I'm pretty weak at this point in the game still. Got a Zeal. That'll help me out a little bit, hopefully, but couldn't really do too much there. Had she come a little bit earlier, I think we could have potentially saved some other members of our team and maybe gotten some return kills. I probably should have barriered, and it would have been enough to kill Jax, but I probably still would have died to the enemy Vayne in the end, so It has its ups and downs to it, I guess. I probably should have done it there just to get a kill to try and help me snowball a little bit more, but whatever. I just didn't bear. I thought about it though. That's the thought that counts, man. But returning bot lane, gonna try and get some more CS onto me here. It is shoving into us, so I could freeze it, but it's pretty late in the game, so it's a little scary to freeze, especially being in the bot lane. They could definitely force objectives like top and mid tower as well as Baron, so probably just going to end up shoving it as hard as I can here, try and either neutralize it or get a slow avalanche, if I could talk, where you actually take out 1 or 2 creep once you neutralize the wave, and then it builds into a massive wave 2 to 3 creep waves later, and it's definitely a force to be reckoned with. Unfortunately, team gets caught out and blown up from the opposing team here. And we don't even have Yasuo. Ooh, fantastic kill onto Vayne, however. Just the dive potential out of Gragas, Vayne, or Vi. And they're just shredding the enemy team a new one. Gonna go ahead and ult in, get right on the Karma here. Try and pick her up. Maybe we'll have it. There goes one more kill. Actually flashing, pulling in the Leona with me. Gonna go ahead and pop the Blade of the Rune King active. Sticking on her. Double kill for me here. And that was pretty good out of our team, honestly, for starting the fight a man down from Annie getting bopped. And fortunately, Yasuo did die in the top lane, so actually we should just opt for Dragon here, I think is the right call. We have nothing we can really take. They have pretty low respawn timers on them, so definitely taking Dragon off the map is the right move at this point in time. Yep, exactly what I just said, Gragas. You read my mind. Gonna go ahead and auto attack reset against the wall here with my tumble here. Maximize my damage here, and that will be a free Dragon. Gonna go ahead and still shove out this bot lane, just this last wave and a half here for me, and then we will back and pick up a crit cloak, maybe even all of Phantom Dancer. I'm not actually even sure of the cost for it at this point. I think I have enough. I do have enough. I know I have enough. I think it's 1540. We'll guesstimate. What is it? 1625. Whatever. Same difference. So I do have PD, which is really big for me now. I'm actually way stronger than their Vayne coming out of that 2v1, which is pretty embarrassing for the enemy team, but we're still down 17-20, and we're about tied in tower score as well, so pretty close game actually, pretty exciting for being in a 1v2. And Triforce Leona, damn, that's scary, man. I've never seen that, but oh my god, she's actually 4-1. I thought that was kind of trolly, but she's making it work. More power to you. Coming in with my ult and my newly PD. I'm running all the way from bot, however, so Gragas, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Oh my god, he's okay. He lives. I lied. I thought Jax was gonna pick him up. Okay, he died. I didn't lie. Oh god, I need to run to my team, but there's farm. I feel like double lift here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and flank. Hopefully I can clean up, being the Vayne that I am. Maybe we can get some kills here. Oh man, if they push, I'll go in, but until then, I can't really do anything. Maybe we can get a good Yasuo ult. I could condemn, and Yasuo could actually ult off of that, so we'll see here. I'm gonna go ahead and actually just condemn Vayne out of the fight here. I'm gonna die. There's the barrier. Ah! This is crazy close. Oh my god. Oh, she flashed. Damn, that bitch. But Vi actually able to pick up the double kill on the other end there, so worth, bland, absolutely worth, in my eyes. But I baited the flash, man. Now she's screwed when I want to 1v1 her again, and she knows it. So I could go for Last Whisper again, like I said, but I just think the Zephyr build is too much fun to pass up at this point. So I'm gonna go for it. We'll pick up another dagger, actually sell the ward, pick up another dagger, because why not? Who DC'd actually? Oh, that's not good. Our Yasuo just disconnected. Unfortunately, he does have a lot of deaths on him, but still, it is just someone to try and thwart the split pushing Jax. So hopefully he comes back pretty soon here. If I had my flash, I'm pretty sure I could 1v1 this Jax, and I don't even have my ult either, or Blade, or yeah, Blade. So pretty risky for me to try and stop him here, but Vi did show up, and he actually just backed off, so no harm, no foul there. Gonna go ahead and just shove this wave out, and hopefully we can get some sight on Baron here. We don't even have a sight stone built on our team, because we opted for the double AP mid lane meta, I guess, which I don't even know if you can call it meta. But their Jack's actually going for a Hydra. That's pretty uncommon as far as a Jax build goes. Normally you see the Blade and then just some more high damage items such as Triforce and other things on him, but getting both Blade and Hydra is a little bit overkill in my opinion. But if it's working for him, it's pretty good, I guess you could say. So it does look like he actually is trying to build into a Phage, into a Triforce as well, but until then, I will question your build. Unfortunately, again, Yasuo is still DC'd here, so can't really do anything that we really want to do here. By getting caught out, I can't help you. I can maybe try and condemn. Actually, Annie's going in, dropping him low. I'm going to go ahead and pop in on Karma. Nice stun by the Leona here, however. And going to try and bop her. Going to go ahead and condemn Vayne into the wall, picking her up. And that actually is not a bad exchange for being a 5v4, even though I think one of their members was top. Yeah, Leona was top, and then she came down, so I didn't realize. Wow, that was a 4-for-1 exchange for our team. That is fantastic, actually. I should have just committed when I saw the rest of my team was going in, but good job nonetheless from the team. And there's Yasuo, our savior, everybody. Maybe their red's up, maybe it's not. I'm going to go ahead and check it real quick here, and then I will back and pick up the Stinger component of the Zephyr here. Going to go ahead and do a little bit of the counter drilling before I go. Just pick up their blue Wraith here, and we will be on our way. Maybe even one little Wraith on our way out just to mess with them here. But again, back and picking up this Stinger here, and it's looking pretty good for us. I lied. I want to... Oh man, this guy. Okay. That was dumb. I won't lie. So what he did wrong there was he actually... Thanks for 300 gold. Now I have enough for the pickaxe that I wanted. So he used his flash to close the distance and then jump on me before he even had his stun charged. So I just condemned him away and he had no chance in hell at stunning me, and we just kited him out. That was kind of... I'll just say that was 100% misplay. I didn't even have to do anything. That was literally handed to me on a silver plate asking me to kill him. So I'll take it. It gives me both components of Zephyr. And now we do have Yasuo flanking. Great flash from the Vi. That is a just disgusting combo out of both Vi as well as Yasuo. Popping my ult, trying to get some movement speed in here. Getting in, getting some damage down. Gonna go ahead and go straight onto Karma here. Triple kill for the Yasuo there. I didn't even get credit on Karma. I could have sworn my auto attack was going, but that was just pretty... That was just standard. And I don't even have a word, man. Destruction, I guess we could say, for their team. Gonna go ahead and go in onto Jax here, just blow him up with my combo of attack speed and true damage as well as Gragas. So this will be a free inhibitor from us. That was a great turn of events from my team here. 5-4-7 is my score. Surprisingly, actually having a decent game on Vayne, despite all of my history playing this champion. Normally I'm like 1-12 at this point, but I can dig it. Gonna go ahead and back and pick up my Zephyr at this point, and then we will see how much attack speed I have. 2.0. I think it's 2.4 unless they nerfed it for attack speed, so I'm gonna go for more attack speed. What do I want? I'll just get another Phantom Dancer. Screw it. Let's go double PD Vayne, the most deadly Vayne in the game. And if I have that, honestly, if I don't get touched, it's gonna be like a pentakill for me. That's just so much damage coming out. It's disgusting with not only Blade, but my passive from the Silver Bolts as well. That's a lot of true damage coming out from me. Maybe I can get on the Lifesteal here and try and 1v1 her. I got my passive rolling. Just gonna go ahead and do some decent damage out of her. Pop the Silver Bolts trio there and getting some good damage. I did see her, yeah, she was trying to get some line of sight against me here to maybe jump on me here. I do see Yasuo right here, so I'm going to go ahead and ult in, actually stunning Leona, but she manages to get her stun off somehow still. Barrier! Ah! Okay, we lived. That was a bad barrier and I didn't bork, but whatever. I didn't die at least, so worth. However, we're actually kind of overstaying our welcome here. Never mind. That damage was real out of them. I was like, nope, they're going to come clean us up. Nope. Screw that, they said. I'm actually going to buy the crit cloak here because I have enough money for it. Actually, they did turn it around. Very nice. Good job out of the enemy team. We used a lot of cooldowns on the first couple of kills, and then we just got a little overzealous. Overstayed our welcome, and they cleaned it up. Yeah, dude, this Leona's good. Like, what the hell? She does so much damage and is so tanky. It's crazy. I like it, though. I might have to do a Leona solo or a Leona jungle video soon, because that's pretty awesome, I won't lie. Gonna go ahead and just go bot and pick up a lot of the CS that is accumulated here for me. And getting close to another Zeal. I'll actually sell my Doran's Blade probably to pick that up. And I might pick up blue before the enemy team steals it. They might try and steal it, they might not. Surprisingly, we actually have our mid tower still alive, so very nicely done out of the team there. Gonna go ahead and start the blue buff for Annie here and just donate it over to her. Don't want to steal it from her. She's doing a fantastic job getting the burst necessary onto all the squishy targets with her Tibbers and her combo there, so definitely want to give her the blue buff there. And we actually see Leona tanking up supers here, so I'm going to run at her. She's so fast though, however, with the... Oh god, this is going to be awkward. So, oh my god, that still stayed. That is OP, but I actually will be able to pop my blade and get on out of there. Vayne actually killing herself, taking the lantern straight into a Gragas barrel there. I baited it, you know, that I planned. Oh my god, I didn't even look up. Damn. Talk shit, get hit, man. I was shopping and Jax flies in and kills me there, so... Yep, classic case of talk shit, get hit. That was hilarious. Annie falling down, however, we get the return kill onto Jax, and we do have Yasuo flanking here, picking up Thresh, going in, Leona actually killing herself, Zenith blading in there, and this will be a clean ace if we do get the lockdown on a Karma. She's pretty fast, however, so looks like she will just get on out of there okay for now. Yeah, I would just back. She's gonna kill you. She's gonna kill you! Gonna go ahead and buy home guards just so I can get in the action quicker here. Wow, that damage the Yasuo. Seriously, from the Annie apparently. A little buildup of a wave in the bot lane, nothing too big. I kind of want to be around for Baron, but maybe I can get it really quick before they force anything. That definitely will be probably the next point of contention. I don't even know, contention I think is the right word there. And maybe we should just go for a mid inhib though. It is open and we could pretty much easily force it. I just have to worry about Leona's solar flare. She's pretty much preserving her ult for me in team fights, which is pretty annoying, but I should be able to easily dodge it with Tumble. I just haven't been doing so. So for now, definitely just gonna split push this bot lane. I actually kind of want to see who comes to stop me and see if I can 1v1 them, because I love split pushing even though I'm so bad at it on this champion, but it is like a challenge to me to see who they send to stop me here. I did see Vayne off on the other side and Leona as well and Thresh, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop my ultimate, run out of him, or run out of the range here. I'm gonna go through the tower because YOLO, and hopefully we can kite them out here. Thresh is gonna try and hit me here. Oh, Karma, you hurt. Oh my god, am I out? No, I'm not. Karma, yeah, I'm nowhere near out. Oh god, am I out? Oh my god, am I out? No, I'm not. Karma. I keep saying I'm out and then, oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck. Okay, yes, we got Baron Worth, dude. 5 members chasing me from bot lane all the way to their blue buff, and we pick up the Baron buff in return. And we're waiting in the bush. There was the guy. Oh my god, Vayne Yasuo combo. Oh me, we say in all chat, baby. That is GG. 1 for 4 exchange. They blew everything for me. That is, I'm smiling like ear to ear right now. That is hilarious. The great chase, they call it. That was OP. Great call for them. Great call, by the way. Not only taking Baron, that was fantastic, but they stayed around and they all grouped in this bush and just destroyed them with the Vi knockup into Yasuo. That was awesome. That's probably the game too, actually. So I end 6, 6, and 8, and for being in a 1v2 lane, out farming their Vayne in the end, that was just, that's awesome for me. For not being the best Vayne player, I'll take that any day of the week. So If you like this video, guys, go ahead and throw it a like. I'll have all my other social media such as Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as Runes and Masteries in the info box down below. And as always, I will see you all next time.